How's it feel to finally be back out on the field?
Man, it feels awesome. This is what I've been waiting for the last, I guess, a month now. You know what I'm saying? It feels good to be back, and I said it yesterday. This is kind of my piece, so I'm glad to be back out here.
Was it rough just having to watch training camp kind of from the side and work with the coaches here and there?
There were some days where you really just wanted to be out there and you couldn't. You mentally you were ready, but physically your body just wouldn't let you. So there were some tough days, but ultimately I just tried to stay on the positive side, and I think that's what I did for the most part, and just looked at it from the bright side and did what I could.
Do you think you'll be ready for week 1?
I know I will.
What do you have to do to be ready?
Same thing I would have done if my hamstring wasn't ready. Just continue to prepare, watch film, do all the little things right. I don't think this injury in any way has hindered me from playing to my full capability.
Doug said he could see a little bit of jitters from you out on the field yesterday when he was talking to us before practice. Did you feel those while you were out there?
I didn't. I felt awesome. I felt really confident in my ability, confident in the scheme, and I was flying. He was probably just seeing me flying a little too much, but I felt amazing out there.
How tough is it from a conditioning standpoint when you've been out, to get back in, and even you'll play a little bit? It looks like Saturday, but you won't play a full game most likely.
Yeah, well, the conditioning aspect of it, definitely, it's tough. But I was also doing some sort of conditioning as far as like bikes, and then as I was building up, they had me do stuff on the field. So even these last couple of days, I haven't really felt it at all. I've been flying around. And, I felt good. They're limiting my reps, so I haven't been getting that many. But I do feel good for the reps that I am in.
Do you feel like you need to play on Saturday to feel comfortable going into that Washington game?
I'm personally, I don't feel like I need to, but it would be nice for sure.
In some aspects, has watching from the side actually helped you a little bit because you kind of get that outside perspective to see what Foye is doing out there, what Chad's doing out there, and even hear the coaches as they kind of go through everything?
Yeah. It's definitely nice seeing it from the coach's perspective and just from a pure sideline perspective, knowing that I'm not going to go in, and so it's just fully locked in on mental reps, understanding what the backers are doing good and bad, and what the offense is doing, how they're trying to tackle them. All that type of stuff is what I've been doing for the last month. So, it's definitely helped my game, on the mental side.
You might have been asked this, but what was the trickiest part of the last few weeks for you?
Just staying in high spirits, staying in the right mindset, understanding that it's going to take time. You can't be out there right now. You can't be out there in a couple of days. It's going to take time to heal, especially this specific type of hamstring pull. It's not the one where it recovers in a week or two. So just staying in the right spirits.
When I've talked to rookies in the past, they say when they miss camp, it's a bigger ramp up after once you get in the games. Have you talked to guys about that? Is that something you felt in some ways?
What do you mean by ramp up?
Like once you get into games because you haven't been out there for a period of time and you're getting used to it anyway. I was just wondering if that's something you're prepped for, or if they talked to you at all about that.
No, but I'm not those guys. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've been doing everything I can to my ability to know. I know what I got to do to be ready week 1, and I've been doing that. So, I feel confident in myself.
When you're sitting out, it's tough. It is really hard. It doesn't matter if you're a rookie or not. Were you grumpy? Are you a bad mood guy, or what?
Well, no, I'm never in a bad mood because, I'm blessed beyond belief. I'm playing the highest level. And so there's really, in the grand scheme of things, nothing to really complain about. But there are days whenever you really just want to be out there, like I said earlier. And sometimes you're on the field, you're like, man, I'm trying to be out there. But you just can't. But then automatically I'm the type just flip back, rely on my faith, understand that God has a plan, and really just stay in high spirits.
Is this a lesson learned for you? Were you pushing it too much?
I was.
That's what it sounds like people were saying, and we have to have a little balance there.
Yeah, the thing about me is that I'm always competing with myself, and so I'm always trying to go that extra limit, and I just got to understand when to do that and when not to do that, and during the conditioning test is not the time to do that. During the game is the time to do that. So, it's just, that was a lesson learned for me.
You mentioned it was a different type of hamstring pull. If you can get into like a little detail on that, what do you mean by that?
Well, it wasn't directly on the muscles where the muscle and tendon connect, and so it's really, that one takes typically a little bit longer. It takes around anywhere from 3 to 5 weeks. So that's where I'm sitting at as far as that range.
And what have your conversations been like with Foye and with Chad over the last couple of weeks? Just what have you sort of been able to get from them since you haven't necessarily been able to be out there with them?
Really just asking them, what they see on the field, how they would play certain things. Really the same questions I would be asking if I was playing. It's just now I'm just on the sideline watching them, and so I have more questions. I'm not out there. So
Foye is really good at what he does. will you just be? He'll be like, hey, just go here and go play. I mean, is he that kind of guy?
Yeah, I mean he does, but at the same time I know what I'm doing too. I think he does that by natural instinct. Like he's just a manager. He's always telling guys where to go. I mean he's telling everybody where to go. That's just who he is. And so I think that's just the type of player he is.
Makes it easier for you though.
Yeah, I mean it can sometimes. It's like I'm good. Like you don't gotta I know what I'm doing. But and we'll have those conversations. But really just whatever we got to do to all be on the same page and play fast. I mean that's what it's all about.
Did they get you some reps at inside and outside backer the past couple days?
Well, yes, but it's not outside linebacker. But I am coming off the edge.
Are you comfortable doing that? Are you excited to be able to showcase that versatile skill set to you?
Yes, I did that all last season. Throughout the whole season, I'm very comfortable being off the edge, and really I've done it for the last 4 years. So I feel very comfortable.